When we were like working on the podcast, you were on the list of like my potential guests before we even filmed one episode, and somehow it took 100 for you to be here, but
That's
it's
wild.
fine. But you were on the OG list. Chemical X. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chemical X podcast. It's me, Veronica, and today we have a very special episode. But before I go on, give it up for my co-host, Alessia.
Hey guys, I'm Alessia, the only one that matters.
Co-host. I just put you down to co-host.
Well, that's why I put you back down.
100%. Deserved. Balance. You need a balance in life.
So we have a special guest today.
Hi, Akeem.
How are you? I'm so excited to be here.
Akeem is one of our number one longtime supporters.
The number one.
The number
longest.
one longest supporter.
100%.
Before the podcast was even a baby. Like before it was even birthed. So yeah, we have Akeem here today. And you know what? It was a long time coming. And 101. What a better episode than 101.
The Dalmatians, great.
I know. I mean, like,
lit.
if I was you, I'd have been like, why couldn't I be 100? But still. You'll take 101.
I'll take 101. First one after the milestone, we're good. Set the tone for the next 99 episodes.
You don't want like 74. I feel like 74 is like...
74 is like we're still figuring out who we are.
I feel like 101 is actually the first episode. Like, it's like once we hit 100, we're like back to 1. So this is actually episode 1.
You're welcome. I'm here for it.
Welcome to the first episode
welcome.
of the Chemical X podcast.
Can we just
Cheers
cheers
again?
even though he's running through his drinks?
I'm fucking it up. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay. We like our guests wasted.
I'm more fucked up.
They talk a lot more
God.
shit. I thought after Grand Prix I was done drinking, but here we are again.
One day later and the shots are out.
The day after Grand Prix and we're still
I'm
drinking.
spilling everywhere. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm only in town like 4 times a year. So we gotta sell it up. So do celebrate.
I know. Well, I'm in town all of the days of the year, so I guess I'll just celebrate for you being
No,
here.
but you've been going traveling to like, Los Angeles and stuff like that.
I have.
Doing your thing.
Cheers.
We gotta talk about that. Cheers.
Cheers to
Cheers,
by
guys.
finally being here.
Cheers to
101.
finally having
real.
you.
I feel like
I've-
you're trapped in this thing.
I've heard
good.
Veronica say Akeem is coming on the podcast for like maybe a year now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
He
coming.
was on when we were conceptualizing the podcast. I was like, who are, like, what's my list?
He's so mad.
She's really bad at taking shots. That's one thing about Alessia.
in case
You're
you were,
like,
She's bad at
no, I'm
exploring.
fine, I'm fine.
Veronica,
No,
I can't be great at everything. Come on.
100%. You have
So
to
yeah,
have some flaws.
well, yeah. So I forget.
Oh, I was saying, when we were like working on the podcast, you were on the list of like my potential guests before we even filmed one episode, and somehow it took 100 for you to be here. But
That's
it's
wild.
fine. But you were on the OG list of guests
Good.
to have
Goddamn
on.
right. Because we worked together and we talked about her
This.
doing a podcast forever.
Before we say how we know each other, Akeem, do you want to introduce yourself and say what you do and who you are?
Okay.
Or would you like for me to
can do it.
introduce
You
you?
can- I
I
like when
hate
people talk
that
about
question. So
I know.
go
I
right
thought you do
ahead.
like a radio announcer, like.
I
And
never
today
liked
on
to-
The Tonight Show, we have Akeem.
A comedian.
Stand-up comedian and actor. Is there anything else to add to the roster? Porn star?
I'm a lord.
A lord. It's true. Wait, aren't you?
I'm a minister and I'm a lord.
minister.
Yep. I'm
He's
an
a
ordained
minister.
minister and I'm a lord. I own property in Glencoe, Scotland. I own about 2 meters, waterfront view. Right. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
visit my
you
property.
really are the jack of all trades and the
Yeah.
master
Yeah.
of none.
I'm
He
trying
could-
to get knighted next year.
Wait, have you ever officiated a wedding?
I did one this year.
One?
Yep. Shout out to Shelby and shout out to Giuseppe. I did it this year.
Giuseppe.
Yeah, I did
Well,
it
you're going to
this year.
officiate my wedding if we ever get there.
Down. I'm down. Officiate
Veronica, get
MMC.
the ring first.
100%.
Hey.
Before you start picking your officiant.
I'm
Is
sure
that the
you'll
word?
I'm sure you'll get like an engagement ring sponsor and they can use.
Okay, wait. So how do you guys know? How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 in February.
Okay,
birthday.
the big
You're
3-0.
Aquarius as well, right?
Oh, brother. I'm
February
an Aquarius also.
Stop it.
Yes.
Feb
Fire.
14?
Yeah.
That's her mom's birthday. Okay, creepy. Why the fuck do I know that?
Okay, Veronica.
Yeah, that was really weird. I'm so sorry. If you guys want me to go, I'll leave.
No.
You're matching anyways, honestly.
We are.
I don't think I was
Shit.
invited to this podcast.
I think it's like an Aquarius thing.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
No, you don't get cheers 'cause you're not Aquarius.
Yeah.
Better anyways.
Good thing I love you.
No, it's fine.
I love you. Come back here. Cheers.
So I know Akeem because, like all things, we met in the club.
Of course.
Worst place
I
to
didn't
meet
hit
people.
on her. I did not hit on her.
We were colleagues.
We were colleagues. I did not hit, and even as a colleague, I did not hit on her.
I'm gonna be honest. You sound guilty right now.
No, but you have
It's a
to do the
respectful
disclaimer
colleague.
though.
We were actually like friends
Yeah,
when we
were
worked
cool.
together. We
Talked
were
a lot of shit.
Talked a lot of shit. And I remember when he told me he was a comedian, I was like, I didn't think that you would be funny. And then he said the same thing to me because I was like, I want to be a comedian. He's like, I don't think that you're funny. And I was like, perfect. And here we are. Look at us. Who would have known?
I knew. God knew.
We were working. He was my busboy at one of my tables. And all of a sudden, that table, our table, started like there was like a whole brawl going on. And all I see is Akeem getting like falling and his head skimming the concrete bar top by like literally a centimeter. And I thought he hit his head on the bar. And I was like, that's it. Akeem's dead. And I just witnessed his death and it's my table. So it's my fault that he died.
And it's my tip.
And next thing you know, he's up, shirts ripped, blood everywhere. There's a whole commotion. Bottles are getting thrown. And that was the last time I saw Akeem.
I got bottled.
Okay, wait. What happened? Let's dive right into that.
I'll let you say your side of the story.
So here's what happened. My side. Listen, you're getting two sides: the truth and then my side.
The truth and then my side.
So here's what happened. It's late. It's like 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the entire club is done, but these three dudes. Now I'm cleaning up. We're trying.
So
to
you're already angry.
I'm just annoyed because like why?
Like leave.
Go. Right. I think they've ordered one bottle. Right. They ordered one bottle.
It's always those guys.
I think they had not even enough for a shot left. I'm like, do you want me to clean this up? Two out of the three guys said yes. The one dude, Haitian, just assuming, right? Just assuming, looks at me and said, no, put it down. And I'm like, but these guys said, yo, put it down. You work for me. I'm paying this, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, you just don't have to get in my face. He's like, what? And I drop it, and I punched him. And then these two jumped me. And then I'm swinging on them. But here's the fucked up part about this entire thing. The security at the time grabs me. Doesn't stop them, grabs me. And then he's holding me back. And then these guys are getting free hits. And I'm like, whose team are you on? Get the fuck off me.
You're like, I work for you guys.
Yeah, bro. We're supposed to rep the same smart tech. What's wrong with you? Get off me, bro. And then, yeah, so then we were hitting. And then I pushed the security off me. And I ended up falling. And the guy somebody cracked a bottle over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a concussion. And I got up and I was just like so enraged. But at the end of the night, I still stayed to clean up.
Yeah. Well, I always remember he came down, his whole shirt was ripped. He was bleeding everywhere. And I was like, Akeem, what the fuck happened? Like, there's nothing scary. I'm like, I just killed him. Like, what did I do? But he was fine, but he did get fired.
I did get fired, yeah. Well, I mean, I punched the guy. I mean, it's expected.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like,
second club and second.
But also, I feel like Veronica punches low key in her head a lot of clients.
It doesn't manifest to real life, though.
Yeah.
No. That was the second club in 2 months that I got fired.
Name me one job that you risk getting a fucking bottle cracked over your head. Not many.
I just don't tolerate disrespect.
I agree. I agree.
So many of these people kind of see what you have to deal with. So I see what these, like, the bottle girls have to deal with. They have to pretend to be nice to these guys.
Yeah.
Service and shit like that. And it's like,
I feel like men who don't understand, who just think like, oh, you're a waitress, like you just bring a bottle and that's it. Like, you're faking the whole night.
First of all, it's not.
You're laughing, haha, you're pretending to flirt, you're doing so much shit.
But I think they're more disrespectful to busboys.
Yeah.
Which is so disrespectful. Like, I've watched, I think as a waitress, you get more respect from your clients than a busboy, and in reality, a busboy is actually doing way fucking more than we're doing.
Way more. Yeah.
And they treat them so bad. Like, people will just call you, and I'm like, excuse me, like,
with that said, though, out of all the busboy jobs I've ever done, that was probably the best environment to be a busboy.
Yeah.
And you still punch someone, so I don't know what industry.
I mean, in terms
let me tell you, I'm happy you're a comedian.
in terms of employment, like it wasn't like everyone was just tight, everyone was cool. We were a team, to stand at third. It makes no sense. Like, you guys, listen. First of all, when I see 13 guys come and try to split for 2 bottles, it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, and then you want to act like a big shot, but like, bro, this is rebates you're doing here.
Yeah,
right
if
now.
you're punching somebody over a shot of a bottle left, like.
I also think if you're a guy and you're going with your friends, figure it out, put it on one credit card, and deal with it later.
You look dumb.
Deal with it later. The girl who's serving you, like, she doesn't feel like starting to do mathematics for 35 credit cards.
Oh, can you split it here? And
especially when it's one bottle. Can you split this 4 ways? I'm like, listen.
I think the only time it's beneficial when you start adding tax on each bill.
Well, it's like 30% here. You know what? People tip always higher on a lower bill. So.
But it still doesn't mean shit.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, doesn't mean
it doesn't come out to more for you.
Yeah. I'd rather get 15%.
If they tip, if each person that pays separately tips me 30% on the, let's say
that's why I'm saying
they're all paying 100, they all tip 30%.
But that's why I'm saying that's the only time it's beneficial.
Yeah, that's the only time it's beneficial.
But I feel like if you,
I learned that in my 3 days of working in the club.
I feel like if you need to split the bill, you're not tipping that much either way.
You know what? Couldn't have said it better myself.
Like, if you need to
Couldn't
split
have
the
said
bill,
it better myself.
You're good. No, but no, that was my experience.
meeting.
But then the entire time we were working together, I was telling you need to be on.
Okay,
camera
wait. How
doing
did you
something.
know? Because you keep saying, Veronica, you need to start something. You need to be a comedian. How did you know she was funny? Just by like working
He
there?
actually told me I wasn't funny. So before you
Yes.
start
Yeah.
talking
But
lies,
like,
Akeem,
what was it?
I said that because I'm like, she's the type of chick that probably gets people blowing her tires up all the time. So I did that. I did the reverse psychology thing, but I just knew just the banter we would have cleaning up and then like getting ready. I was just like, this girl needs to be on camera, and I know she doesn't want to do this shit for the rest of her life. So it's like, and she doesn't seem like the personality type to sit in a cubicle and do work 9
Right.
to 5. Like, so it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is she doing? And she's young enough to do it. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And actually, Akeem was the person I'll always remember. He was telling me he got this really crazy gig for the summer, and he was like, "I'm gonna be a stand-in in a movie,"
Yeah.
which is basically when you,
which I got fired from too.
which you got fired from
I
that.
got fired from that too.
Okay, well,
I'll tell that. I never told that story. I never told that
you're
story
getting
on
fired
a
from
public
fucking
platform.
anything. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I never
Tell
told
me,
that
is
story
this
on
gonna be
podcast.
titled
You guys are
worst
getting,
employee?
you guys are getting exclusive. I never talked about this on a podcast.
Wait, why'd you get fired? Well, first of
finish
all,
your story, finish your story.
a stand-in is like when you're filming a movie and then they just need somebody to be there to like mark the space and like essentially like where the
replacement.
actor is going to be when they're
Yeah,
actually
I
filming the
understand.
movie, so that the actor doesn't need to be there constantly. And he told me about that, and I was like, "That's so sick! I want to do that. Like, I want to be in acting." And he was like, "No problem. Here's my agent's number. Reach out to him." And I was like, "Okay." So I reached out to his agent, which is still my agent now. He ended up signing me.
Shout out
And-
to Constantine Cortitas, a top talent.
Yep. Shout out Constantine. And that's how I got into that. And then while we were working together was when I was like, I feel like I want to start a podcast. And he was like, you definitely should do it. Like, I'll watch if you start a podcast. I swear I'll be your only listener. I was like, okay, like, sure. I have one listener. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, if you
You're
start
like
one, I'll
two,
listen.
your mom and Akeem.
And Akeem.
Or Rex.
Your mom
Or
stopped
Rex.
listening at
Actually,
episode
we got 3.
73.
We got Rex, Akeem, and my mom. Hopefully not in the same room.
100%. Shout out to your mom. I'm a fan.
Shout out to my mom. Mommy, she's listening. Trust me.
Is she?
And yeah, so that was the birth of this. And he has always been, I have to say, guys, a big special shout out to Akeem. You've always
Aw.
been such a supporter. Everything that I've done, he literally like is a friend that will watch and give me feedback and be like, keep going. This is amazing.
And watch the ads
every
to the end and
episode-
give us the
Oh,
money.
yeah, I do. I watch the full thing. Sometimes if I'm busy, I'll watch enough just so you guys get
For
the
anyone
view.
who doesn't know, when you watch our full ads on YouTube, like you make us money. When you click skip ad, which I don't blame you.
Well, I skip our own ads, so
Well, Veronica, come on. If you can't support us, who will?
it's because I feel like, okay, whatever, I'll save the 60 cents. Like, I'll just put it in myself.
I'll just let it
And this is why we are not
Rich.
millionaires.
Not yet, though, Miss Barstool Sports. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. So, yes, but I got fired from
Yeah,
that
wait,
movie, too.
why?
I've never told this publicly before.
Was that your first acting gig?
It was, no. I had done the first, when I
You
signed-
punched a guy on stage and they were like, that was not part of the
Imagine-
script.
Imagine, I wish. No.
I wish.
You're
The
like, I
first-
do that for free.
The first gig I ever did when I signed with Costa the first time, 3 weeks later, I booked the first gig. It was,
Took me a little longer than that, but
what was it? The Bull Type. It was a show that was shooting out here for a very long time. And
What is it? What was the concept?
It's like Sex in the City, but like millennials.
I'm down.
It's three.
fuck?
It's three.
Well, you
girls
know
that
what?
work-
Maybe I want to be an actress also.
yeah,
Dr.
you're like,
Costa.
Constantine?
It was 3 girls who worked at a magazine company and they're just living in New York, dealing with like millennial problems. So I booked a gig. I was supposed to be the love interest of the guest star of season 3. They had different plans. They turned her to a lesbian and then made her the love interest for one of the main characters.
Perfect. So your role got eradicated.
I'm sitting in there and I'm like, okay, if she's here for 8 episodes, that means I get at least about 6. And
You're like, wait, unless I'm supposed to be the lesbian.
They're like, Akeem, do you fit in this wig? He's like, hold on a minute.
no, it was, so that was my first gig. And then from there, it was a year of extra work. And then, which I would never do again. And then I booked that. Constantine hooked me up with that stand-in gig. And I did that for about, I think the whole shoot was 4 months and I got fired 2.5 in.
I
Yeah.
actually know this story though, but say it because I think it speaks on your character.
Yeah, so essentially what happened is I just don't like being like talked to crazy.
I got that after the punch.
Like,
Okay.
I don't like being
Actually,
talked
I'm
to.
a little scared of now. It's like, can I
I
have my
would
bottle?
never.
Like,
You guys are family. No, I would. No, I don't like being talked to crazy. And in you know this now. In entertainment, people are so desperate to get into it. So some people get away with treating other people like shit. And like when you're a stand-in, you're like the last of the like cool people.
Basically a busboy.
Exactly. Essentially.
Basically a busboy of a club.
Yes,
you think you're moving up in the world, but you're still back to busboy.
You get treated like absolute. You get talked to crazy. You have to know.
But I also feel like it really builds character, though.
Nah, fuck that. You don't need to be treated like shit to build character.
No. I just mean like trauma.
He's like,
No,
no trauma here.
I don't have.
He's like, I don't agree, but
I don't have a Batman origin story to how I got into comedy. I just know for that particular night, I had some AD waving her finger in my face, talking to me wild, and I'm like, listen, I'm not that guy. Like, I don't want to be doing this.
Yeah.
This is not my dream. So you're not gonna talk to me crazy. That got to somebody else. She fired me that night, but then got fired the next day for firing me.
Wow. Karma.
wow.
Look at God. So now, and it's crazy because now that I act full time now, and I'm doing other projects, and I've been auditioning for projects in Montreal. Like the second I book one, I would love to just to see her on set. And, like, I'm in the cast, and she has to like kiss my ass the entire time. Say, King, do you need any water? Yes. Go
Actually, I need 10 waters.
Yeah, please.
Actually,
And
I need
after
Fiji
that,
water.
go do this and
Yeah.
go do that.
100%.
But honestly, I think that's really good. You know why? Because I would 100% let anybody talk shit to me. Because,
you shouldn't.
But that's so good, though. I wish I could be like you.
You shouldn't. It's
More
not
people need
necessary.
to stand their ground.
To be honest, I'm gonna be real here. It's a blessing and a curse,
Yeah.
all in one. Like it's both. It's like you don't want to be everyone's cup of tea, but then also like Veronica still had the job, you didn't. You know, like if we look at it like that, but also at the same time, losing the job developed into his new career.
Yeah, look at me still in a club and he's full-time cast.
You know what? Actually,
Yeah, get fired, people. That's the moral. That's the name of this podcast. Get
honestly,
fired.
though, yeah, because I feel like when you get fired, it's like you start being like, "What am I doing with my life?" And you almost like. You have to figure it out sooner. So like the pressure, I think for me, like pressure has always been really good at like putting like a firecracker under my ass to be like, what the fuck are you doing? So
I
like
just think
sometimes some people work really well under stress.
Well, it's not even about the shit. I just think that, especially in this industry, if you're gonna do something, you have to have some sort of moral code, and you have to have a line.
Okay, so when you were fired, you were like jobless and you're like, what am I gonna do? Or did you know I'm gonna become a comedian?
So I knew I was gonna be. I was pursuing comedy before I even got this
Okay.
gig. As my cousin who convinced me to get into acting because it's like full circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right after that, I think it was like November 2018, give or take, or something like that. I don't know. I had enough money from the shoot. Like I made like probably like 20, 30 grand from the entire thing.
Yeah, it was fucking good.
Yeah,
pay.
so that's good money. So I was there every day.
Busboy, but not busboy pay, let me tell you.
Showed why he could punch somebody in the face.
So I saved up that and I was using that to live.
If you're
And
broke as fuck, you're not punching somebody in the face.
then- No, I don't know.
You're like, I need to keep this job.
100%.
Talk down to me, say what you want.
100%.
Like, I'm gonna smile and wave.
But yeah, and then I saved the money. I was working and doing random shit, and then the pandemic happened, so I didn't have to
Right.
work. I got served and I was chilling, and then I moved to Vancouver.
And is that when you really went into comedy?
No, because there was no clubs.
Yeah,
When
but
did I
you
go
were
to
doing
comedy?
like
Virtual?
Zoom and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I hated it. I did that when I was in Vancouver. So like, I mean, like stand up. Like I've always was into stand up, 100% all in. Like going into it, I was always balls to the wall. This is what I knew I wanted to do. It's just about getting into the clubs now. Now it just looks like I'm doing more, just because I'm getting booked more. And I'm doing bigger shows and stuff, but that just comes with time. But I was
Yeah.
always hustling in the clubs. I think now actually I do less.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're doing bigger things.
Yeah,
but
I don't
less
have to.
often.
I don't have to.
Also,
go to
right,
those.
you get to choose
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
want to do, and you could be
It's like
more
a straight
picky.
vodka.
Oh, wait.
It's all good.
Sweetie,
But,
you want to pick a 7-Up from the fridge?
But yeah, I'm doing technically less now because my open mics now are weekend shows.
Okay.
Opposed to like staying up on a Tuesday till fucking crack of dawn to do a random bucket show or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
So why comedy? Akeem, do you like a full bush or a clean shaven? And by the way, you better say clean shaven or else you're going against our ad.
On me or on my partner, on my woman.
On a male. So it could be your partner, but it could also be on you. Depends. What are you into?
Like
What would you do?
for Rex?
Yeah. Your balls.
Yeah, for Rex. Rex
I've never
is-
heard Rex before.
Never
Rex
heard
is-
that in my life.
Rex is his name.
Oh, he has a name.
Yeah, Rex.
Well,
He's his own
Rex.
person. I personally.
That's giving up. That is like, you better be pulling up. If his
I
name
feel
is
like
Rex.
I feel like if the name is Rex, like it's shaven, but there's still a little bit of hair, which is fine. We don't mind.
Trimmed.
Well, it's a fade.
It has a
I
fade.
do a skin fade, like my head.
Well, you know what you need to have the perfect skin fade for your dick. Manscaped. Guys, Manscaped is the best in below the waist grooming for men. So you need to join over 2 million men worldwide, including Akeem, who use Manscaped.
You mean Rex?
Rex. Exactly.
God,
Who
keep
use
it
Manscaped and keep their Rex areas nice and faded. You can go full shave. You could do a design. You could do whatever you want because Manscaped, they just have all the tools you need. I'm not going to lie. They have everything. Even the
fine.
nose and ear hair.
I did order one on the Chemical X code. It's lit.
That's
It's
a
fire.
true...
That is, wow. We
Wow.
like you that much more.
Guys, even if you don't even care about it, and if you like a deal, we got a deal
You
for you.
don't even have to like us. You just have to use the discount code to help yourself get laid, guys. So
Exactly.
Chemical X at checkout to receive 20% off your first order, your second order, your 35th order, because let me tell you, you're always going to need a razor in your life. So Chemical X at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
Guys, and once your Rex is all nice and clean and shaven, you want to put it in something that actually fits. And I'm not talking about a condom. I'm actually talking about a tailored suit. And where are you going to go? You're going to go to izotti.com because they have bespoke Italian-made, tailor-made suits that hug you in all the right places.
Guys, we're not just saying this because we're Italian and Italians are, the best. But we do have a discount code for you, and it's Chemical X at checkout to be, amazing this summer at a wedding. If you want to pick up a girl, you want to look profesh, then you got to go on izotti.com and use our discount code Chemical X at checkout for 20% off.
It's the only thing that worked out.
Well, you're punishing everyone else. Self-employed.
We asked Eva, who's also a comedian,
Shout
in
out to
which
Evangeline.
you guys also know each other.
Yeah.
Do you feel like comedians have trauma and that's why they are such good comedians? Do you feel like you have to have some kind of what's the word? How do you say it?
PTSD.
Something crazy has to happen for you to be funny.
I mean, no, I don't think so. I think you just have to have a different outlook on life, which is why I think you would be so great at it.
Thanks.
Because you have.
You mean the dust?
You're a video vixen.
He's
I
like,
don't want to hear
that's
your
why
shit.
you.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know why we're pointing.
Oh my god! I don't want to hear
I'm
your
kidding.
shit. You're a video vixen. You're over here with the. I know the body strands.
No.
I be knowing. I pay attention. I'm focused. I'm attentive. Right, but I know. I just think you just have a different way of thinking, and I don't have a Batman origin story to get into comedy. Evangelia took something I said in a conversation.
Guys, I'm going to be real. Before we started this podcast, I'm like, okay, so you're living in Vancouver now. That's amazing. How many times do you come to Montreal? But over the span of a year, he's like 4 times, but I haven't come for Christmas. I'm like, you want to unpack that? Is there something you want to talk about?
That's just a coincidence. I haven't been back home for
He
Christmas.
was very adamant on he didn't come for
Fuck
Christmas.
Christmas.
Fuck winter. Fuck, you guys have winter here.
Vancouver has winter as well.
Barely. It's rain.
Yeah, that's true.
It's rain.
You know what? Fuck us.
You need to get on stage. We're doing this before I leave.
You leave in 2 days.
You're coming. I'm
booked.
doing open mic tonight.
I'm booked. I'm booked. I'm
booked
open
at
micing
10:30.
right now.
Oh,
I'm open micing right
You're
now.
like, I am booked and I'm doing it right now.
Wouldn't you want to see her on stage do a set?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what the fuck
But I
I would
watch her
say.
on stage every week. I'm good.
You have 5 minutes. You could come up with a story about
5
somebody.
minutes is
Yourself.
either not enough time or too long. I don't know. I can't choose.
It
5
depends how
minutes
well the
is-
set's going.
I feel like you're really funny though. I actually only ever watched one because I'm a shit supportive friend. He's watched all my podcasts, but I've only watched one
That's okay.
performance of his, and it was on Zoom, and it was fire.
It was horrible.
It was so good.
Really?
And it was on Zoom. No, I'm saying I probably watched the worst, and it was so good. I was like, wow, you really
was
are
so
fucking
bad. I
funny.
hate Zoom
So,
shows.
being a comedian, how do you pick up girls? I feel like you have a one-up on everyone.
100%. You agree?
What's your,
I'm single.
What's your pickup line?
He's like, I'm single, it's not working that well.
I'm single. I'm looking for love, but I'm single. No, it's a typical.
Aren't we all looking for love?
It's not even me flirting. It's them. It's the same shit. It's what do you do for a living? Stand up. What? Tell me a joke, bitch. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. You're like, peace.
Like fuck, leave me alone. So it's the same shit. Once people,
My God, grumpy comedian. What the fuck? Leave me alone. No wonder you're single.
Well,
he's punching his employers and
punching
he's telling
people.
girls to fuck off.
Yeah, and he's not coming home for Christmas.
No.
No family values. Can't take directions.
Maybe I do have trouble.
Wait, are you?
Yeah, he's there fighting me on. No, I'm normal. I'm
He's
like,
like, I'm good.
only a really, really fucked up person would be like, I'm fine. Everything's going
You guys
great.
are
I
taking
just
advantage
don't
of me.
come home
I'm
on
drunk.
Christmas.
I'm drunk right now, and you guys are taking advantage of me. It's not fair. Wait till my fucking neurons are firing. I'm gonna come back. But no, it's just a simple shit. It's like you meet someone.
Okay, you DM a girl. What's your pickup
I don't
line?
DM. I don't DM.
Okay, why?
It's just
I
a
agree
poor
with you,
success rate.
But why?
It's a bad success rate. It's a
Interesting.
stigma. There's no.
Okay,
positive way
let's
to
fix
go.
this.
That was gonna be
You're at
actually
a
one of
bar.
my
You're not punching anyone out.
No.
How are you picking up a girl?
Go to pickup line. As a comedian, professional.
I'm ignoring them.
You're one of those.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
God,
No,
that's
but
why
think-
you're single.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Here's what I do.
You're ignoring them, and then when they come up to you, you're saying fuck off.
No, but here's the case. Here's what I do. So I go to the bar. If I'm going by usually I go with a group of people, right? So I go chilling, still fellas, rapping, drinks, this and the third. They'll go and try to scoop up girls. I'm not a one that will go spark a conversation.
Oh, he's
with people
smart.
Out of nowhere. They'll go like, hey, what are you doing? We have a bottle over here. Do you want to come drink?
Oh, wow,
Boom.
that's a technique. I already know where you're going with this. And every guy I've always been interested in was ignoring at the bar, not giving me attention, or just
100%.
like, who's that quiet guy in the corner?
100%.
Interesting.
And then
I want
hit 'em
him.
with bars. I'm quiet, and then I hit them with bars. They see.
Well, what's the
what
bars?
Well, what do they do? It's like, what do you do? I'm gonna do a comedian. Oh my god! Automatically, as soon as you live in Vancouver off an artist salary, you're successful. Because I have a roommate. I pay $8.90. That's my half. That's just my half for the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that off an artist salary. Say less.
So you're rich.
So they come. I'm okay.
I'm okay.
So we start talking, and then eventually they start laughing, they're giggling. I'm just witty shit. We're playing pool, whatever. And then before you know it, Instagram names coming, and then they come to a show. That's where they win. I win them over.
Oh, I can see that.
That's when I win them
They
over.
say, I want to hear a joke. You say, yeah, come watch me. Pay $30 though.
And it's a date, and that's a date though. It's like, oh, I'd love to go grab a drink.
You know
Well,
what? Comedians, they are narcissists.
Absolutely.
Come and watch me.
No,
You want
no.
We're going on a date and it's gonna go, watch me. Watch
No,
me.
no,
Come
literally.
and see how funny
They're
I
like,
am.
fill up the stage.
No, but think about it. I say, hey, so he's like, I want to.
Oh my God. So the way they act before you get on set and after is completely different.
100%.
A little bit.
They're
Oh
like
my
soundbite
God.
tapes after.
I can picture
I could
myself
see it,
being
though.
different though. I'm one of
If
those.
somebody would be like, oh, I'm a comic, I'd be like, and then I
Yeah.
would watch the show and it would really
It's a
hit.
wrap.
and I
be
would
like,
really laugh, but then I wouldn't want to go
I'd be
up
like,
to
good
them
thing
and
I
be like,
shaved.
Danny DeVito, I love your work.
But
I'd be like,
Danny DeVito, of all people. Danny DeVito, of all people.
What the fuck?
Like, what is
Guys,
wrong? Did
it's
you watch
from a
Matilda
movie.
recently? What's going on?
Oh.
it's from a movie.
Well, you have two actors in the room and neither of us got the reference.
Well, listen,
What was the reference?
Mean Girls, guys, what the fuck?
Oh, Mean Girls.
Veronica,
But
don't
this
be all
sounds-
in pink on a Wednesday and then act like you know everything. It's Monday.
It's Monday. Fair enough. But no, it's a combination of that. It's either that or they're super excited and they want to come to a show and see me. So they come to a show, I perform, and then I do a couple of jokes, and then they think the joke's about them, whatever, and then they have a drinks at the bar. Then bing, bang,
Give
bang.
us like one of your jokes for them to think it's about them. Let's go.
Okay, so one joke that I do.
Do you change your set based on who's in the crowd,
No,
like
never.
girl-wise?
Never. I
Okay,
always
so then
do
it's really not about
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Okay.
But one joke that I do.
And you're not that on the fly.
See the roast? See, she never even been to a show. Fuck you.
I've been to one, so
Yeah, online.
I'm one-upping
From
you.
the comfort of your own home.
From what? Virtually? That doesn't count. That's somebody who's, she's supporting, but at her own
well, he
cause.
watches virtually as well, so
That's true.
That's your
I love
only
you.
option. That's my only option.
I know.
Actually, stay
Well, now
tuned,
you're
guys. We have a
experiencing-
live show coming soon.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
No, we're not.
One of the
He's
jokes.
like the advertisement, and we'll be back in 1 minute
We'll be
talking
back
about.
after this commercial break. One joke that I have is how I save girls' numbers on my phone,
Okay.
How do you
Where-
do
Tell
that?
and it's not really. It's
I'm
just-
scared. I feel like I do the same thing. Aquariuses are very similar.
It's something I do.
Don't tell me you put brackets as to like who they are.
No, what I
Okay,
do
'cause
is
that's what I
put-
do.
I put their name, where I met them, and the body part I'm probably gonna remember the most about them.
What the fuck? You're gonna get us canceled.
What the fuck?
Well, how many people have tits and how many people have ass? And what does mine say?
But it's
He says great
He's
friend.
like-
Yours says great friend.
well, luckily enough.
Got me punched.
Well, luckily enough, for you already have like your ID already, so I just have to click update name and photo, and it goes automatically on my thing. So
Saved
it's
by the
clutch.
bell.
Shout out
When
to
you add
Apple
Alessia's
Updates.
phone, I know what you're adding. The cherry emoji.
Beautiful eyes.
Beautiful eyes.
No, so that's what and then so every time I do that joke, they'd come up to me, let me see your phone. And I'm like, for what? It's like, I want to see what I'm saved as. And I'm like,
You're not saved yet, baby, but we could change that.
You know when I noticed the guy wasn't interested in me? When he flew me down and he was FaceTiming someone, but before he FaceTimed someone, I'm next to him.
Run that back. No,
Wait.
time out. No, you're going to stop. Put a pin in that. So the guy wasn't interested in you?
I realized the guy was not interested in me when he flew me down and we're next to each other and he's FaceTiming his friend. And right before his FaceTime is me, and I'm still under 514.
No.
After we made a joke about what he was saving me as before I was going as like the Canadian girl, Alessia, whatever. We had a whole joke.
And he still said,
and I wasn't saved.
Ain't saving
I
ya.
knew right there and then.
it's not going to work out.
It's not going to work out.
Skip over the fact that she's catching flights.
Well, she's catching flights. The guys didn't even say her
I'm catching
number.
flights and feelings for no reason.
But that's normal at this podcast. We just skip over that. We're just
Oh, yeah, that's a common.
Oh, yeah.
It's a common plot to get flown
in
out.
that chair.
I
in
stay in
Montreal.
I stay in the comfort of my own
Unless
home.
he gets flights, Veronica gets megabus tickets. That's what she's doing. So
Must
you really
be
begin.
for-
Must be my
come
nice
back.
eyes.
No, but you really be getting flown out like that, though.
Oh, I'm not doing this right now.
Yes,
Akeem.
you are. Yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
Do
doing
you want to
this.
see Vancouver? Because I have a stand-up show coming up, and I don't have your number
I'm
saved
not-
yet.
I don't
And
know.
listen, your skit won't really be like about you, but like
know,
we'll make it
but-
work.
But you really be. That's true. So all them videos I be watching, you really be just outside.
I don't lie on this podcast.
Yeah, what the hell?
Like the doodle contracts in Dubai. Like it was real.
Okay.
No. I didn't get shit on in Dubai. I never been to
Did you shit on
Dubai.
someone?
You're like, but depending.
No.
You should have.
Would you get shit on for $5 million?
Would I get shit on for 5 mil?
Okay,
Depends
10K.
who's shitting and what they had for lunch.
For $5
For
million.
okay, I'm not
For
doing.
$5 million, you have like
Yeah.
requirements. I have
And
zero.
That's-
Like $5 million,
guys,
With
there's
sauce?
5 million, my mouth is
list is
open.
empty.
My mouth is
no.
open.
Guys,
What about-
$5 million.
$5 million, my life is done. I'm sorry.
What if they had something saucy for lunch?
Even better.
Like I said-
easier to clean off.
Hey, yo.
The intestines are just going straight through.
Y'all are different. Sauce? No, I need something solid. I could just like that.
They need some fiber.
No, that's
fiber
it.
in
I'm
their
saying,
diet.
if you had raisin bread, go ahead.
I'll show you that we're still motivated. I'd put that 5 million towards our podcast.
No, you wouldn't.
Make it like 100
if you
million.
want to get shit on
Absolutely.
for us, I'll support you.
Thank you. Will you come with me?
I'll watch. I'll videotape if you need the
That's
content.
what you do. We're gonna talk about that too. I want to know about this series.
How long? I need to talk about this.
I
Okay,
have-
hold on. We're interviewing you, so hold
Yeah,
on,
sit back in
sir.
your seat, sir.
Sit back in your seat.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Yeah. Save your comments for your podcast when you start one.
I'm not gonna start one at all.
Why?
Unmotivated.
What's wrong? What's wrong with having a podcast, Akeem?
Nothing. I don't have time. I don't have time.
We
You
make
guys
time.
do that too.
We make time for what
Good
we want.
answer.
Fair enough.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think
Here we go.
who gets more girls? A guy that's very good looking or a guy that's very funny? You're like, well, I'm both, so I can't answer that.
A guy that's. I think
You can't answer this right
No,
away.
no, it's tough because there's two different things you can
Yeah,
look at.
there
I
is
think
two different things.
A
Disagree.
good-looking guy will get more girls initially,
Okay.
but a guy that's funny will keep girls for longer.
Yes, that's true.
I'm saying? So
Interesting.
a good-looking guy will get one-offs like, well, fuck here, fuck here, fuck here. But then you realize the guy's
Big body count.
flies you out, doesn't save your number. You get it, right? It's different. But if he was funny, you wouldn't care if he didn't save your number or not.
He wasn't funny.
He
This
was
is what I'm
not
saying.
funny. I was funny.
This
Here
is what
we
I'm
go.
saying. So I think there's longevity in dating someone who's funnier rather than hooking up with someone who's just for aesthetics.
That's true. I mean, I would I feel like somebody who's funny.
And that's
is
why Pete
dating
Davidson
material.
is dating Kim Kardashian.
100%.
Yo,
Actually, he's
first
kind of
all,
hot
I
though.
need
But
people to stop. I don't know where he got this disrespect and why it's such a surprise. He's always dated baddies.
Yeah, that's true.
His track
He
record
has.
is pure baddies.
But
so are you saying that Pete Davidson will date me next? Because I know what they said on Barstools and that I'm the bustier version of Ariana Grande. And
That's what he said.
yeah,
You're lying.
I'm sorry.
For real?
Why is she not the bustier
No.
versions of Ariana Grande?
Well, he seems very shocked now. So let's.
No, I'm not saying it's shock.
He's
but
just trying to figure out what to save you under, and it's bustier version of Ariana Grande.
I'm about to put you on that on my phone right now. I'm gonna put Alessia 2 cherries and then thank you next. Oh, that's
Well,
so
that's what the
dope.
guy who flew me out did. So
For real? Oh
men
my
are not
God.
that different.
That is crazy. But no, if you're funny, you get You're there for a lot longer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I would date a guy who's funny, even if he was ugly. But if he's just good looking, it's not going to slide.
But what's ugly?
I'm telling you, it's like looks. I swear they only last like 3 months. I'm not even joking.
That's a long time.
That's a fucking long.
That's a season.
3 months. I'm going off of how good you look for 3 months. That's a lot of boring ass dates.
Yeah.
No
That's
personality.
true.
I can't even get on a date with you.
That
If
you
you
know
have
what?
the
I don't know why I even said that
Yeah, you're a
because
liar.
I'm a liar.
Well, she gets flown out. Her dates are in Dubai.
Yeah, for real. Poor
I've
girl,
never
she has to commit to the
You're-
3 months.
She's in Dubai. It's different.
She already signed the contract. She's there for 3 months, whether they're funny or not.
For real. If you're going to Rockland, you better be fucking funny
Honestly,
on
I
the
think
date.
that's gonna be my next thing. Like, you want to meet me? Like, prove that you're funny.
100%.
Like, why am I going if you're not funny?
Well, like he said, he invites them to the comedy shows. So
Pull up.
start asking for their set times.
Hold on. When are you going on? That's the worst fucking question. I hate that question so much.
Why?
When are you
Ew,
going on?
I
don't
feel like
know.
you're one of those comedians that's like really picky about like what people say about them. Like, don't ask me when I'm going on. Just wait the whole night.
No, but it's just I don't know. It's not that
You
if
don't
I
know?
knew, I'd never know.
Why not?
Unless I'm headlining. That's the only time I
Okay.
know.
Like, you think when a girl asks that, they just want to show up when it's your time and they don't want to actually just go through the.
It's more for their convenience. Like the show starts at 8.
Right. It's like, bitch, like,
If you're gonna come to the show. I don't know when.
Put
I'm
in the
going on.
work.
Yeah, come to the show. Like it's minimal.
I agree
effort.
with that. I agree with that.
You're showing up to be entertained.
Also, I love going to comedy shows, so like I want to be there at the beginning.
She's
But
been
I,
to one now. She's obsessed.
Literally, 100%.
That was a good con. I saw everything.
what do you mean? I've been doing 101. It's 101 comedy.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You just
man.
said she needs to get on stage. Have I
You
not
do,
been
though.
watching comedy
No,
shows?
but you do though. Seriously, like we need to have a serious. We need to have a real conversation. You need to get up on stage.
Veronica's like, we'll have that talk later.
Yeah, I already got Eva roasting me on camera. I'll
No,
take-
but you need to. Like, it's a must now. Like it's I don't understand. You
I'm gonna stop inviting people that are forcing me to do things I don't want to do.
really? Oh, so when I forced you to do a podcast, that turned out so bad, crazy.
When
Connor
I forced you,
forced her to get into
see how
acting.
the
That was
script
so
is
bad.
Switched,
My advice is horrible.
forced.
My advice is horrible. Sorry.
Okay.
I steer you in the right direction all the time. You have not missed when you listen to
Happy
me.
Father's Day.
Well,
Thank
she
you.
didn't get tipped the day you punched somebody out, so I don't know. I don't
Did you get
know.
tipped? They did not pay for the bottles?
No, I think they paid.
Okay.
I don't
At
know
least.
actually. I don't remember. I was too concerned with you. I thought you died. Like I don't
No,
know.
no.
I think actually they already paid, or else I would remember. If
Oh,
I
so it's
didn't.
fine then.
Yeah, we're all good. As long as I got my money. As long as you're alive.
I went back afterwards. And like, the money I made from the fucking movie, I was spending it there. They still fucking
Look at that.
They still
Feeding
fucking
the
hooked me
economy
up.
that built you.
Yeah, went there. I remember one time during Christmas time. I went there. Me and my
Oh.
roommate.
He made it back for Christmas.
You made it back for Christmas.
I did.
But now it's clarifying a lot more. You're at a club on Christmas. Oh boy, there's some trauma we need to dig into.
I think it's more. I think it's more problematic that the club is opened. But
So,
I'll
do
let
you
this
love
out.
being a comedian?
Yeah, I love being an entertainer. It's the best job I ever had,
Fact.
and I've made the most
Well,
money.
I mean, you're either getting punched or getting
What,
fired.
can we
so-
ask this on average? What do you make on set? Like, is that
Well, starting
that-
off, you make $0 fucking dollars,
Yeah.
right?
you're just trying to get your name out there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, it depends. Like, if you have like union standard rates, and then obviously once your name becomes bigger, you negotiate bigger prices. But I think,
So everyone has.
But
their
it
own
depends
rates.
how many seats you're filling up.
He's like,
right?
which one am I answering first?
what do you mean? Oh, you talking about for stand up?
Yeah.
Acting? What are we talking about?
Stand
first?
up.
Stand up.
Oh, no, stand up. It's they just doesn't much your name. They have their rates because if they don't pick you, they're gonna pick someone else.
Okay.
Right.
On average, in Vancouver, you can make like an extra $200-$300 a week doing it.
Okay.
So it's not crazy money because like
I mean,
but you're middling too.
Vancouver rent prices is not livable money. either.
Literally.
Well,
You're like,
acting,
that's
fortunately,
why
I've
I'm
heard.
in acting.
yeah, acting fortunately enough is helping out with that. But I
I
mean,
see why all the comedians are also actors.
100%.
But do you
Plus.
feel like, weird question, but because I feel like a lot of people will not take certain acting jobs and stuff because they feel like once they're associated to that, it's very hard for people who know them in the industry to see them as anything else. Do you feel like sometimes comedy and acting can
Anyone?
Playing charades? I don't know. Like, I'm
Can
like,
block,
can block certain opportunities?
like if you're doing a serious role versus like you want people to see you as funny.
Like
mean-
Bridgerton guy was on and then he said, "Let me get out before everyone knows me as the Duke."
I don't give a fuck. Pay me. I want to be on. I auditioned for a gay role. Not too long. I got shortlisted for. I didn't get it, but I was like, people were like, "Can I play a gay guy on TV?" I'm like, I don't give a shit. Give me that money. And they're here.
But
Let's do
yet
it.
you have requirements to get shit on for $5 million.
Yeah.
Weird. Something's not adding up here.
Something is not adding up.
He has no
solid,
trauma,
if
but he
it's
doesn't come home
solid.
for Christmas.
No, kiss a dude on camera. I don't care. It's like people kiss all the time. It's just
100%.
camera. It's
I
his
agree.
money.
Okay,
Thank
Miko,
you.
come here.
Thank you.
He's a handsome dude. He's a good looking dude.
If you're gonna kiss
Them
anyone,
cheekbone-
it's
them
Mitchell.
cheekbones is fire. I'm just
Yep.
saying. That's what
Agreed.
you were born with? Yeah. That's what's up. Tell your
Crazy.
parents they did a great job.
That's really someone who's analyzed the face to say cheekbones on fleek.
100%.
That's not the first time you heard that.
No, he
That's what I'm
has
saying.
great cheekbones.
Hell yeah. Fucking jawline is crazy. It's fire.
Okay,
hold on.
actually, the two
Is
things.
there any more compliments for us two?
Oh, y'all stunning. Y'all
Well-
know y'all beautiful. But we gotta talk about your man's situation. Cause I got people asking.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but they're hood dudes, so you wouldn't like them.
What do you mean?
You like hood dudes?
Depends.
Do they save my number?
That's the only requirement. Oh,
Honestly,
At this
yeah.
point, the fucking
man. So are you
requirements are
seeing
low.
someone or are you keeping it off the podcast?
No, I'm not keeping it off the podcast. I'm as single as can be.
Single as can be, but are you living?
I
How
just
single
told
are you. Are
you.
you single or are you just single?
No. Veronica, how single am I?
As single as a
I was telling Veronica the other episode, like, I'm so single, like, on my period twice in a month. Like, I'm
So you-
single.
But you're not outside though. You're not dealing with nobody.
No.
No.
You
She's
just
no
focus on
strings.
you.
I'm actually, like, as single as it gets.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I
Are
just
you-
have a. Do you guys want me to go? I'll go, guys. If you want, I'll step out for a couple. I'll give you guys like a quick $5.
Nah, you gotta come to a show.
He's like, you know what? I'm actually performing tonight. What are you
All right,
doing later?
all right, going to open mic tonight. If you want to pull up, you're more than welcome to. Oh,
Why is this
man.
reminding me of a Steve Aoki? Come to the show, and then I
Pull
can't
up.
get backstage.
Yeah, that's
This
that's
is
such
so
a flex.
personal. This is so
But that's-
personal.
But you understand? That's like it's gotten so crazy how like little things like that is a flex. Like and it's where it's wild is that I remember being a nobody, and I used to watch like
So you're somebody now.
a little bit. You know, I don't got my check mark on Instagram, but it's coming.
You have an
June 20th.
IMDb though, so it's better than the rest
So
of
do
us.
you.
Whatever that is.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't have IMDb.
Play with me. I looked at it the other day.
What's that?
I don't have IMDb.
Okay,
What's that?
give me a second.
I actually
Hello,
don't. I
what
swear.
is that?
It's like your acting like profile.
Okay. I don't have that.
I
Which
have
is so
IMDb.
weird because every flight I've been on, all I've been doing is acting.
Entire life since middle school. When that comes out, you'll have one. They make one for you automatically. They
Okay,
make
well,
one for
we're
you.
still waiting for it to come out. So
They'll make one for
if
you.
I would get acting credits, let me tell you what it should be for that fucking table commercial because
Holy shit. Change your style wherever you are.
Commercial.
you're the only person on
Do
this
you
earth
know
that
that
has not seen that
everyone
commercial.
comes up to me and they're like, I know Veronica, not through TikTok, not through the podcast, through the Transformer table.
Do you know how embarrassing it is when people say, I recognize you? And I say, oh, yeah, I have a podcast. And they say, no, you're part of that table commercial.
Let's talk about it.
That's literally the true example of like take
No.
every fucking opportunity that comes because who fucking knew that all you have to do is change your style wherever you are?
100%.
Can I just say, I made her a drink and she didn't flinch. She didn't. The conversation didn't stop. She
Nope.
continued the entire time.
I'm 101, baby.
I love
I'm used to this. Thank you
She's
so much,
setting
by
her
the way.
standards. Like, you better be filling my
But
drink.
it is-
I don't fill for myself.
Absolutely.
It is, but here's the thing though. It's like I remember being, like I said, I was saying before.
Thank
I
you,
said
by
Jack-
the way.
No problem.
She's trying to be like, she's like, by the way, thank you.
I remember being a
Well, I'm home for
nobody.
Christmas, but I still have to show that I'm polite.
I remember being a nobody and watching like the girls that I liked and had a crush on.
We gotta dive into this. I'm a nobody and now I'm a somebody. Like, I don't know what's worse, the fact that now he's calling himself a somebody,
Yeah.
or the
Insulting
fact,
himself.
or the
Damn.
fact that he was a nobody at some
No,
point.
but when I say nobody, like just like nobody.
You know that's all like how you perceive
No,
yourself,
that's cap.
right?
That's cap. That's cap. There are a lot of nobodies. Like nobodies in the sense of like I know I'm important to some people, but in the grand scheme of things, like
Yeah, but like people who are nobodies could still be somebodies to like their family.
Yeah, your family. Yeah, that's what you know. What
You're
I
like,
mean.
shut
Come
the fuck
on.
up,
Yeah.
Alana.
No,
Like,
let's fucking be serious. Let's call it
Seriously,
space.
okay,
He wasn't
Ella,
home.
you love everyone.
When
Everyone's
Yeah.
equal. Everybody's somebody in my
Kumbaya,
eyes.
fuck that shit. We're being honest here. We're being real. Like when I was just watching on the outside of the club and just fucking behind, like not behind the curtain. You see all these girls get picked up and brought over and doing all this shit. This then the time, like what the fuck? So you see that and it's like what the fuck? But then you get behind the curtain and then you see how easy it is. Hey, do you want to come hang out here?
I heard you
Do
want to
you
come.
feel like always yes? Do you feel like being? I mean, this is a easy answer question, but
So-
getting bigger in comedy, getting bigger in comedy,
already
you
said
feel
to
like
somebody.
people are way easier to just. They're more DTF. They're down to fuck.
Yeah,
Like it's way easier when
yeah.
you're
It's
you're
less
like
work. Way less work.
But you know what? It's true because like.
But is it because you be working though?
Yeah,
I work
at
at what I do, but the byproduct is hooking up or like finding someone or people want.
Wait, so are you doing comedy to fuck? Never. It's just like it's like a benefit of the job. It's like I get 2 weeks paid vacation, you get to fuck.
Yeah. But I'm not fucking as much as people think. It's just the perception, right? But it's like, yeah, they see you on Netflix.
So you just briefly said something that I want to unpack.
So
you're on Netflix?
Yeah, a couple times.
Do you drop that in? When you're picking up
a
chicks?
couple times.
I would.
Well, I have there's 3 shows that are on Netflix that I was in.
Let's start with number 1.
Space Force 2.
What is that?
Space Force. It's a show with Steve Carell. I got to work with Jimmy O Yang in that. He was a Asian comedian, super funny. And then I did The Flash. And then I did Snowpiercer. Those
Okay, wait, what's The Flash?
The Flash?
Flash.
Oh, it's a superhero show. CW.
I knew that show. I love it.
Favorite show, actually, now that you say
Yeah.
You were on Snowpiercer, it's true.
Yeah,
Fucking love Snowpiercer, man.
What's Snowpiercer?
Very good show.
It's a show where it's like the apocalypse, post-apocalyptic world, but they're on a train that never stops.
It's really so
Okay,
good.
so it's like the 100 vibes.
But on a train.
On a train, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I love the 100.
It's really good. I'm telling you, Snowpiercer is actually fucking good.
Yeah. It's dope.
I haven't been on
Okay.
Netflix, guys, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
yet.
We had the same agent, so
Not yet. Soon.
clearly there's favorites.
No, so yeah, I did. So that was a couple shows on Netflix, and then CW. The biggest one I did, I guess, starred in A Million Little Things. That's one of the boss.
A Million Little
Well, I know
Things.
Snowpiercer,
Why is that
I
like
don't know
the
A Million
wannabe
Little
Stranger Things?
It plays on ABC and Hulu.
Okay, wait, I have a question.
What's up?
I was like, before I was talking to Veronica, and I'm like, do you want to date a girl who also has banter and who's really funny, or do you want to just be the funny one in the
No,
relationship?
I need some. You don't have to be funny to other people, but we gotta be able to go back and forth.
Okay, so
like,
you need
But
banter.
would you date somebody who's funnier than
Because
you?
I feel like some
Especially.
comedians. What?
Oh, I told you comedians are narcissists.
They are.
I said, would you date somebody who's funnier? He said, there's no such thing.
Let's all laugh while we're all narcissists.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'll always be the funny one.
But you know what's crazy? It's like, and that's I was having this conversation about a month ago with at a club. It's like, funnier is so relative. It's like you get to a certain level, like Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Seinfeld, Kevin Hart, all these people, they're all funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's just at that point when you get to that level, it's about who you personally.
Oh,
like,
100%.
so I don't
But
know
it's
what-
always like that.
Yeah, but I don't know what's funnier
You're never
versus
going to
who's
be
funnier.
everyone's funny.
Yeah. The only way someone
Except
will be,
us.
Fair enough. The only way someone will be funnier than another person is if you're at the open mic level and this person just doesn't know how to make the jokes translate into a performance yet.
Do you feel like when you got to Vancouver, you felt like you were more successful because people didn't know you, so they respected you more?
Did you write that down? Wait,
Oh,
Jesus
you
Christ.
read from a fucking cue card? Do you feel like when you went to Vancouver, you get the respect you more? Wait, you've been thinking
wait a
about
minute.
that one. Pass me your cue card.
it's very hard having 3 people who think they're funny on an episode.
Think they're funny.
I know. He's
I'm
like, so
funny.
get on stage.
Yeah, that's you're
3
going to.
people who are funny.
What was your question again, sir?
I'm going to say it slower this time.
Please.
But
Do you feel like when you got to Vancouver, people respected you more because they didn't know who you were?
So you became more successful?
Yes.
No, I don't think that. I think what happened when I went to Vancouver is that I was a breath of fresh air because I was coming from all the way from the East Coast. And I think it's just people in the West Coast, what happens is that they just care about talent. It's not really a bureaucracy. It's not really like a I don't know, a fucking like clique or whatever like that. It's just you're funny, you're talented. I like hanging out with you. We'll put you up. So
Is
when I
that not
first-
like that in Montreal, though?
No, it's very cliquish here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very cliquish here. And it's crazy because when I saw the episode of Evangelia and I was like waiting for her to kind of drop some of that, it's like she didn't, and I was like, you left out a lot of juicy stuff.
She's nice, though.
She's amazing. And
She doesn't
Yeah.
get punched at work, I don't
no,
think.
she doesn't.
No, she's
say
definitely
it how it
she's
is,
definitely
Akeem.
more of a people pleaser.
People like her.
Yeah.
But what she was able to do, and I told her because I was like, she went to Club Med, and I called her literally almost every week. That, hey, remember, you're coming back. You're a comic. You're not a fucking hospitality person. Club Med. And what she was able to do is not normal, building the kickback and doing what she did. Like, it's not normal.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she started
Shout out
something.
Eva.
It became huge. It blew up.
You know why it's so big though? Because she doesn't do it with the intention of making money. She really does it with like the willingness of her heart, and that's why it's so successful.
Yeah, well, she needs to change that a little bit. She needs to
I actually,
Like
if you're listening, I actually agree with that. But I do think like the passion is definitely
100%,
there.
but we need to be
100%. Like, babe, you're amazing at it. Like, start making money
it's
off
not
it.
charity. You're good at something, get paid for it.
Yeah.
But what she was able to do, and
I love you. I'm sorry. Akeem started it. I wasn't gonna go there. I was gonna text you that.
It's so finicky here. It's so finicky. Like when I first started comedy here, nobody spoke to me for like 7 months.
Why?
Just because they.
But that's what I was saying.
They're jealous?
No.
Not jealous is that so many people come in and out of the comedy scene.
But I literally asked you that. I'm like, do you feel like when you went to Vancouver, people respected you more?
They respected me after they found out I was good.
Right, but I feel like here in Montreal, because people already know you, they have like a perception of who you are. So it's harder for somebody to respect you as quickly as like going to Vancouver.
Well, no.
Just say yes. Let's
agree.
It's easy. Come on. Why does everything gotta be so hard? You didn't come home for Christmas, fuck.
I do feel like though you really blew up since you went to Vancouver.
I did.
Like you've been booking, like even acting wise.
Well, it's because.
Well, you're on 3 Netflixes.
And I'm on 0. I don't even have an IMDb yet. So
Not yet. It's coming. But it's because.
Come on, start manifesting, Veronica.
But there's more opportunities out there. There is. It's Hollywood North.
Vancouver.
Yeah, if you would go there, well, you're white, so it's a little tougher. But
Hold on, back that up. Sorry.
Well, because in 2022, where it's about now, the industry's become more about diversity.
Yeah,
right?
no, for
And
sure.
I show up and black, tall, good looking, in shape, funny. I check hella boxes.
Okay,
So
what else is on the list?
Yeah, hold on.
Rex.
Don't.
Rex.
You're like that one's only for the sex
7 and
scenes.
the 4th, baby. We out here.
But no, it's definitely true though. That they are casting a lot of diversity and there's a lot of like way more opportunities. But I do think like they're just opportunities that were lacking.
Yeah.
But I do think actually like I think it's more like white males that have been like there's less role for white males. I think women like there still is like rules. You have to have like a certain amount of women in a scene. There always has to be like there's like specific rules in the film industry of how many women need to be in a film and in how many scenes and how many talking lines they need to have. And I think they started doing that with like ethnicities as well.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Bit. Quotas and stuff like that. You'll
yeah,
see
quota, which is so first of all, so fucked up that you even have to do that.
It's like when you get your emails,
guys.
Dude, can we get a net?
Veronica is wet tonight, and her boyfriend ain't even here.
Hey, Dave, she's about to be home active.
Guys, I'm all wet.
Say it again.
When you get your breakdowns and you see the character list, you see a lot of open ethnicity in pretty much the entire list, right? That wasn't always like that. It was very specific. Yeah. Look.
Well, no, I still think it's
cheekbones, good jawline,
and
and a good housewife.
100%.
I actually think what's fucked up.
Are you ready for that gay scene? I just want to make it.
Scene.
He's prepping
for the scene. What
role.
Scene? I said the man's handsome. I didn't mean I want to get pegged. Like I'm comfortable to say handsome, not enough to get fucking back blown out. The fuck is going on here? I don't need.
Here we go.
Which we're gonna get to in a second, but continue.
Getting back blown out?
No, we're gonna talk about your porn directing career.
Who's interviewing? It's not about us. It's about you.
We're gonna go. I'm switching this.
Yeah,
to you.
Honestly, we need to have more control.
Love. You're looking for love.
Damn.
Who's your ideal chick? Or like I said, I know you've been checking out Mitko, so I'll keep the options open. Who's your ideal partner?
You point of reference.
Good cheekbones and a great jawline.
Well, I got to work with one of my high school crushes in Superman and Lois. It was dope. Jenna Dewan. She played Nora in Step Up.
Jenna, if you're listening.
Oh, she's listening. She played the main girl. Channing Tatum. Oh. She played the girl.
Wow.
Is Channing Tatum gay?
No. What?
He's bi. He's bi.
Why are you acting so?
Yes, he is.
He is. That's why I was asking.
He's like, I'm gonna take that gay role right now.
Who told you that? No. Who told you that?
Honestly, I think Channing Tatum might be the exception to all rules. Like, you're not gay. Normally, I say like if you put a
Channing Tatum's bi.
Good for him.
Hold on, wait. Let me double check.
Yeah,
I mean, how can you
before you guys get fucking taken off air and you lose all your episodes?
I mean, how can you not?
Channing Tatum was placed on the respectable IMDb website of one of the 40 famous bisexual, gay, and lesbian celebrities. As many people believe. Wait.
I'll be damned.
Hold on.
I mean, Magic Mike is his branding.
Yeah, he is bi.
It can't be that far off.
He's bi.
True. Good for him.
He's bi.
Good for him. I'm not.
That's okay. Channing Tatum is though.
Jenna Dewan, high school crush.
I actually went and in London to a Magic Mike performance, and all I was doing was waiting for Channing Tatum to come on because it is his show. But let's be real, he shows up once every 3 years, and I thought, maybe manifesting me, maybe the day I'm there, he shows up. But just a little update, he didn't show up.
Wait, he does it like for real?
He like owns the rights to this whole like.
And he would show up to an actual live.
I think like for people to book, you show that you
to do
showed
it
up
once in a
once
while.
or twice.
It's like the golden ticket.
It's kind of like a PR
I've
stunt.
never seen that movie ever.
Magic Mike. I mean, Step
I
Up.
mean,
Well,
Magic
Step
Mike.
Up. I've never seen Magic Mike.
I mean, it makes sense. Not really your target
It's
audience.
not my brand. Yeah, it's not my brand. But yeah, Jenna Dewan, she was amazing to work with. And then my ideal, I don't know. It's just someone I'm physically attracted to, fat ass, and then funny.
Okay, so you got a lot of more asses in your phone. Good personality.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Are we
Has to
starting a dating
Has
show?
to be.
It's like as long as Rex could come up.
Hold
to
on,
see
but what
you,
if you
As
meet a
long
girl?
as Rex
What
can
if you
come
meet
to
a girl
see you.
who's like a 6 on 10, but a great cook?
But what's a 6 on 10? I don't even know how to rate that.
I know what
You,
you
it's
mean.
up to you. It's subjective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But if
She's
I'm
a
fucking
6 on
with
Like
her,
she's a
10 on
6 on
10.
10.
TikTok-
So what
have you
you
seen this TikTok
think?
trend?
She's
What
a
happened?
6.
Have you seen this TikTok trend?
What?
Like she's a 6, but she's a really good cook. What do you
So
rate her?
she's at 2 points. She's an 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's an
Fair.
eight. There we go.
Veronica,
There we
give
go.
another one.
She's
Give
an eight.
another
All right,
one.
give me another one. Dude, I like this game.
Okay, she's a 9, but every time she drinks, she cries.
Oh, she's like a -4.
Negative. She
Whoa.
goes down that many points.
Yeah, I can't deal with criers.
Yeah.
What are you crying about? That means you're drinking for the wrong reasons. You're not drinking to have a good time.
Here
You're
we
drinking
go.
to
We're on
have
The
a
Come home for
Bachelor all of a
Christmas,
sudden.
so-
good time. Yeah, and I
We'll see
honestly,
if you're crying at the end of it.
I can't do crazy insecurities. I can't. I'm not
Okay.
that
What are crazy insecurities to
like
you?
if you're so insecure that it drives how you move in society, I can't do it.
But not gonna lie though, most people are driven through insecurity. It's just less apparent than others.
Fair, but
And also some people don't even realize that they're doing a lot of things through insecurity.
but if you're holding me to that standard that
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
else fucked you up, I can't do it. I'm done.
I agree.
Sorry.
Okay.
And I don't feel bad about leaving.
Hold on.
She's
on.
an 8.
I think everybody has insecurities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just how
No, but
you
he's
deal
saying-
with them, and you know.
If it's stopping your life.
Yeah,
agree,
like
I
Akeem
agree.
has insecurities. He just deals with it through comedy.
100%.
Next.
That's not
He's
true.
like
He's like, wait, what? Like,
he's looking at me like, help! You invited
not
me here.
true.
Help!
who's his partner?
You
You.
brought me here.
Who's your who's your co-star? Because
I waited 100 episodes. I was trying to save you.
All right, no. All right, give me.
I'm a
another one.
savage.
Okay.
That's why my number's not saved.
Facts.
Okay. She's a 10 out of 10, but she has a higher body count than you.
Oh, I don't care.
Vibes. I knew you were going to say that.
give a
I
fuck.
was asking that
I'm talking
question
about the
only
show
because I
first.
knew you were going to say that.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's discuss. Let's unpack.
You could have 1,000 bodies. I don't give a shit. Sorry,
Agree.
that's
I agree.
I don't know why a guy
men-
should care. She's only better at her work.
That's what I
At her
said.
work. Wait. Hold
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It's this weird phenomenon. It's like, bro, do you want
Yeah, but
someone who doesn't know
only
what they're doing?
hold on. That just shows
But
that you're
why?
secure, because any insecure guy would be like, I can't do it.
It has nothing to do with me. It's how am I going to judge a person based off a past I wasn't a part of?
Exactly.
That makes no sense. Live
But
your
I
life.
think a lot of
Bingo.
men see women as like their possession, and they don't want other people to have access or feel like who they own was like very like a lot of other people got to use.
Maybe, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think it's a possessive thing, but I think that's fucked up.
I think it's fucked up. I don't know if it's
I'm glad you
exactly
agree
along
that it's fucked up,
I don't
so
think
it
if it's
keeps you up.
Yeah.
exactly on that line. I think it's more. I think just dudes have this.
He's
this
just
ego
he
about
he
them.
just be correcting us
It's an
all
ego thing.
episode.
Everyone's just delusional. This whole high value man shit is just got everyone fucked up.
I'll just tell you one story of why I feel like everyone's delusional. So my
You feel like
grandfather,
what?
why everyone is
I
delusional.
need
Yeah, I didn't
subtitles
hear.
for that part.
Yeah. Do we have
Wow.
subtitles on this podcast?
Okay, I'm getting roasted on. It's only fair. I killed the show.
We put
and
him in
now-
the middle. We've been roasting him. Let's take
You
the
know
heat
what
off
I
him for a
mean?
sec.
Like, I get it. You got my seat, you got my mic, but like, take it easy over
100%
there,
I'm
sir.
taking over.
A random guy that I like, a doctor who was like talking to me literally 8 years ago. Very good looking guy.
What kind of doctor?
It just never worked because let me tell you, if you're a doctor, you're not funny.
What kind of doctor?
100%.
You're just like by the book. Guys, I posted a picture with my dad and my grandfather, who's still alive.
Must be nice.
Shout out Nunno.
What a flex! What a flex!
Wait, are you plotting a murder? Who's still alive?
Jesus Christ! What
Hold
a
on.
flex! Like,
Okay,
yeah, who's still alive?
I just posted a
Such
picture
and
like
such.
Happy Father's Day, like 2 generations, me and my grandfather and my dad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one guy who I spoke to years ago that I don't speak to anymore literally made it a point to DM me to say, wish your grandpa. I just see through the picture that he is great vibes. So wish him a happy Father's Day. And you know what my answer was? He has Alzheimer's. He won't remember, but I'll tell him though.
You're haunted. You're haunted. Jesus Christ.
And then I was like,
He probably
whoa.
blocked you after.
But it's because, like, if it was anyone who understood my humor, they would have been like, ha, ha, ha. And then
I
he
don't
was
think
like,
you found it
no,
funny.
like, seriously, like, I want you to tell him.
Fucking weird. That reminds me of when somebody like will tell
I don't think all doctors are like this. I'm trying to be the people pleaser to everyone. I don't think everyone's like
Not
this.
all
But
doctors, just some. Oh man, that's hilarious. No,
I was just like,
How did you get to
can you
that?
leave my grandfather alone?
Yeah.
He has Alzheimer's.
Oh wait, you got high value man to your grandfather? Okay.
Yeah.
I was even
Shout
like,
out.
do I have to go for Father's Day? He won't remember anyways.
that's crazy. Look at this one. Like he doesn't see pictures.
Remember when
Wow.
you said, oh, somebody was making jokes about their dead dog?
Yeah.
You see you see why I wasn't impressed? Look who my co-host is. Stop calling me a co-host.
101, baby. We're going balls to the
Guys,
wall.
I'm going to have
Manscaped.
no
For
one.
real.
I think no one's going to respect me after what I just said about my grandfather. I love you, no.
Well, it's a
But-
bit like I can make fun of my sister because she's my sister, but no one else can. It's the same with your grandfather.
simple.
You know what I
Honestly,
mean?
like, yeah.
No.
It's not like he's going to see this.
just-
and
I'm
even
just-
if he does.
I'm just tripping on the fact that you
Okay,
flexed it.
because it's funny, but like, stop making me laugh. What the fuck? God, if you're listening, I don't laugh.
Honestly,
Strike me down.
no, I love you if you hear me.
You're getting to the gates of heaven and they're saying, Allah, you remember this? And they're clicking play on
Oh
YouTube.
no, that interview. She's failing that interview.
What was I going to say? How was your Grand Prix in Montreal?
A blur. I was here for one day, and it was I was drunk the entire time. Pretty much. That sounded like you 5 seconds ago.
100%.
No, I was.
That was a
I
fake
came
laugh.
in. I came into town at 2. I had a show. I had 2 shows. One at 8 and the other one at 9:30.
Did you invite girls there?
No, because I didn't.
No, he
nobody
just
knew I
makes
was
them
coming.
pay tickets to their show.
Nobody knew I was coming. It was really last.
Hit
it
him
was
when they least expect it.
Yeah, even eventually he hit me today. He's like, "You're in town? What the fuck?" And I was like, "My bad."
Do you have like a Montreal chick you hit up?
He's not a nobody anymore. He can't even tell
No,
people
I have
he's
a
coming.
question for you guys. It's not an interview. It's just a general question that I want.
He's like, I gotta make that clear. Before.
No, I have, because do you guys? I was thinking. It was a thought that I had on the way here. Do you guys think, out of all the people you've been with in your life, do you like, no matter how long it's been since you've been with them, do you think you can hook up with them again?
If it's a possibility,
Yeah.
assuming, let's say I'm single, like, can I reach out to them and be like, hey, want to fuck?
Yeah,
And they
you
would
go
still
out.
say
No,
yes.
well, not just eat, like not like that, but like you go out and like you vibe and like.
Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie.
it really depends who. It depends like what happened when it ended,
So not.
or if it ended, or just like
I'm
kind
not
of.
gonna lie, guys. As a female, I think if I text anyone,
I'm not
and
texting
say,
anyone.
hey, DTF question mark, they're saying yes.
Narcissist.
They don't give a
As
fuck.
any one of the guys you've been with.
Guys, if you say
Have you seen the way
wanna
she
fuck-
twerked for Tory Lanez?
No,
I don't
I'm
think
saying-
anyone's saying no.
Wanted
I'm
to
saying
bring
if
that
you
up.
say want to fuck, anyone's saying yes. It's just as a girl, they've already agreed to sleep with you once, which means that they were down. So why would they not do it again?
Because maybe something crazy fucking happened.
I don't do
Maybe
anything
you.
crazy to anyone. I don't make jokes about my Alzheimer grandfather.
That's facts. That's facts.
She's like, okay.
That's facts. Do you think any guy that you hit up after that you've been with already would?
Yes, I think it's just more like a me thing. Like
Yeah,
I
of
went down
course.
that road. Why would I go down again?
Oh, agree.
But also depends what happened. You know, like I feel like if it just fizzled out, like I could do it. But if it's something like I hate you because you did something,
Right.
then like
Do you have a lot of those? We're collecting.
Yeah,
The
let's unpack this. You
Single
come over
this
for
time
Christmas?
around has been different. For
I
the
don't
first
want to
time.
unpack this. There's nothing to unpack.
I know for a fact that there's women that now I'm on.
Yeah, let's talk about you, Mr. Guest over here.
Now that I'm on TV, I don't maybe, but
True.
That's
You get
facts.
on a show, like I said, suddenly those emails and those business cards start coming in.
exactly. But
Hey,
I definitely.
I always knew you were gonna be hot. That's what. By the way, that's what I got that Facebook message the other day.
about you?
Yeah, you look so good. I always knew you would. I was like, bitch, I always looked fucking good. What the hell? Excuse me?
You were never ugly.
No, I was ugly. That's why I'm funny.
When?
For a while.
When? What years?
High school.
You were ugly in high school?
Pre anything pre
Yeah, but that's so
ugly.
I don't
subjective.
believe
Like
that.
Guys,
we're not gonna
I'm gonna
pop.
take one for the team. I always had confidence. I was still look good looking, but I was very insecure and I was honestly ugly in my eyes.
But to you, not to life.
But the
Facts. That's a
ugliness-
big difference.
Yeah.
But I thought I was ugly, which is why I'm funny because it built my character.
Why'd you think you were ugly? You never did you?
I was
When did you
ugly.
get ass?
What?
When did you get ass?
Oh, birth.
So you been had cakes.
I always.
So then what? I don't understand. I'm confused.
I had an ugly face.
No.
And I
Okay,
had
I'm
green
not
hair
doing
at a
this.
point.
I'm
Come
not
on,
doing
guys.
this.
Nobody's hot with green hair. I definitely had an ugly face. Acne, piercings, colored hair. But it built character.
Do you know what years? Like high school?
High school, for sure high school.
But in high school, out of all the girls that were there, you were still top tier.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was ugly in high school.
There was
I don't
once
believe
a
that
list
either.
that was top
What?
hottest girls, and
I'm
made
telling
it
you,
on
I
the
was
list.
fucking ugly in
When
high
did you
school.
titties?
After I finished grade 6.
Grade 6?
Yeah.
Like after that, because I
What age
remember
was
high
that?
school dance. I had no tits. They literally came
He
like.
really put us down to tits and ass. By the way, he
Hold
said,
on.
"When did you get an ass and when did you get tits?"
First of all,
First
in
of all, I
grades
did not
at the
do that.
grade 6 dance, I had no tits, and then all of a sudden it came to like the end of like school, and then I was like, okay, like.
Did
The
you get
girls-
roasted for that?
Yeah.
No, I was just called Ayla Knockers all of like the rest of my years.
I feel like it was crazy as I remember high school, at least for me. Like, the things that the guys
had nice
roasted
pecs?
girls about are now the guys are obsessed with.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I remember this one girl, I'm not going to drop her name because I don't think that's the shout out she wants. But she was like, this is the first time I ever seen titties.
You think
like,
she's watching this?
100%. I'm sending it to everybody.
Hey.
Perfect.
So yeah, she had titties, and the guys would roast her
Yeah.
about it. And
I
it's like,
actually felt like insecure about it. I think it's because when you never have it and then all of a sudden it comes, you're like, what are these?
But also when you're like the only one, when
Yeah,
you're
it's-
younger,
yeah.
you want to fit in with everyone. You don't want to be the odd one out. Like in high school, it's such a like tender.
I'm not gonna
time.
lie, it was really like when they came, like I was wearing low cut tops. Like I wasn't like
You're like, I'm gonna make.
I
usage
wasn't
out of
wearing
these.
turtlenecks. I'm gonna be real.
let's do it.
I was
Fuck
like,
it.
what are these things? Let me show them off. I guess my mom always said, "Flaunt what you have."
Yeah, but I don't think you guys ever had ugly
I'm telling
face.
you,
I'm
Like,
telling
I
you,
promise
this
you,
is
I'm
literally why we have a podcast right now. I was fucking
Whoever
ugly.
saw me in high school, comment down below. Let's
I
know.
don't believe
Tell
you.
Akeem,
I
was
mean,
ugly.
in comparison.
Okay,
like,
listen.
I'm gonna be
You
honest with
honestly,
you,
you don't
Akeem.
have to. You don't have to do this.
You remember
You're
that
on.
thing?
You're on already.
Remember
You're
that?
on the podcast.
Yeah, you're on. You don't have to compliment us. Remember that thing that she was like, everybody who's funny has to have trauma? I wholeheartedly believe that if you're good looking your whole life, it's not
It's
impossible.
detrimental to your upbringing.
Because
It's not
everyone
impossible,
looks
but
at
it's
you
very
like-
hard to be funny. Because
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I grew up. My sister was very hot in high school, and I had to.
She's not
I had
now?
to compensate, and I had to get a
Is she not
personality.
now?
No. I'm saying high school. Like she was very hot, and I was ugly. I had to be funny because like it's either you're hot or you're funny.
Yes.
And thankfully, like I'm a recovered ugly, so now I could be funny and hot.
I don't.
Guys, let's all hold hands as we are in the.
Akeem has trauma that he doesn't want to speak about, but we're recovered uglies.
No,
Honestly,
I truly believe you cannot be hot and funny your whole life. Like
I agree with that. You have to go through some kind
something.
of fucking.
It has to be bullied, ugly. Something has to happen for you to be funny because being funny is like a. And I know this is gonna be like
It's
a really
true.
bad thing to say, but being funny is like a coping mechanism. I truly believe that
Yeah.
being funny is a way that you cope with stuff. Like I cope with like pain through being funny. Everybody has a stage where they thought they were ugly, but like I'm just saying.
Yeah, but then, no. Everyone has a stage where they thought they were ugly, and then everyone had a stage where they were.
Yes,
I was
I had
not
both.
appealing up until.
Stop talking about this 'cause it's a perception.
No. It's
I
not.
just think if you're like good looking and you've always
I also
slid by
feel.
on your looks,
I also
you
feel.
don't need to compensate.
Yes, but I also
with
feel
humor.
like when you're really fucking hot, you almost have more of like a like you have to keep up more of a standard. So it's actually more stressful being really hot because you're like everyone thinks I'm hot. I need to keep being hot. You need to
need to
maintain
be the
it.
hottest.
But like if you're ugly and then you become hot, it's like whoa transformation. But when you're always hot, it's like how can I prove that I'm still hot?
I
I
think
always
it's
think-
reversed. I think it's reversed though.
Disagree.
I think someone. who-
Akeem, honestly, you're not.
no, but
making
here's
it
the thing:
easy.
if
Devil's
you were born,
advocate.
if you were born beautiful and you don't know, like you think about it, if you were born
Define
rich,
beauty, guys. Here we are. Like
think about it.
define
Here's an
beauty.
analogy. If you were born rich and you don't know what being broke is like, you don't think, oh, well, I need to keep working for this money. You just
But
know
that's
you already have
different.
money. But if you were broke and then you worked your way up self-made and you made yourself a millionaire, you will bust your ass to become a millionaire. Look at Gary Vee, for example.
But I get what you're saying because it's true. If you your whole life, like let's say growing up, you were always like pretty, you were pretty,
Right.
and
But
then
right, but-
suddenly a new pretty girl comes in, and then it's like, oh well, she has something that I
Okay.
don't. You feel like you always need to keep your like level on top,
Yeah.
which is why, and this is not a tested
Manscaped.
theory, but I do think that average cute looking girls, like above average cute looking girls, are always the most confident because they're not scrutinized to the point as people who are like really hitting the beauty standards are.
Yes.
Because once you're like really really pretty, people will start picking on you and be like, yeah, she's pretty, but like I don't really like this, I don't really like that.
Don't
And I
nitpick,
think
yeah.
very beautiful people get very scrutinized on their looks. And average people, they'll be like, oh, you have beautiful eyes. Like no one will really like try to attack you because they don't feel threatened by you.
Fair.
Therefore,
That's
I
a good
do
point.
feel like people who are like averagely good looking are the most confident.
I actually agree with that because I fucking hot friends, and like being average is like, it's exactly like you're saying. Like you don't feel the competition because you're just like, yeah, that's my really really
You
hot
just call
friend.
yourself average?
Yeah.
Humble. We have a humble
Here
queen.
we
First of all,
go.
it's bullshit because
We have a
if
humble
you-
queen.
but here's
Okay,
the thing.
guys.
I don't think we
She's
need to.
like, stop.
We need to talk
Am I
about
hot?
math
No.
first. We need to talk
It's
about
literally a perception thing.
He said he
I don't
can't
think
do
I'm the
it.
hottest girl. I think I'm average.
Yeah, but
But here's the thing, though. We need to talk about math because averages is based off what the medium is for the group that you're in.
But you know what it is, guys, and I'm literally gonna say this. You're average to who though? Because like someone you're gonna be with, you might be a 10, and to someone else, like you might be a 6.
oh, I'm a small town 10 for sure. I'm a small town 10. Have you ever heard that? A small, like in a
What?
small town,
But
like you
that's a
come from
10.
a small town, you're a fucking 10.
That's
But I'm a
bullshit.
big city
Nah, that's bullshit.
8.2.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I like the point 2 added.
8.2.
I don't-
Big
I-
city is different standards. Small town, their standards
Fair.
are in the streets, man.
But here's the thing, though. If you're
I'm a 11 even
But
in
here's
the
the- if
small
you
town.
both-
Depends what the small town is.
if you
It's
both,
literally true. Like you see your family members and you're literally a celebrity, but then you go out in
Exactly.
LA and you're actually
Everybody's like, who the
Sure.
fuck? Well, that was my guys. I'm not gonna lie. Montreal. When I moved to Australia and I was on the beach in Australia, I was like, hold on a minute.
I'm a 4.
I'm a 4.
And a solid
Really?
4, like making it there.
like I'm makeup hair a 4. Like people
in
Australia.
Australia,
You're like
Fucking good
twerking
looking. I'm
and
not gonna
all.
lie.
4.
So
You twerking
good
in
dancer,
Australia?
maybe a 5.
Well, that
the
was
men
another
in
one we had for
Australia,
him.
Very good looking.
She's a
Oh,
5,
yeah.
but she's a great dancer.
yeah. What is
Yeah.
she?
But here's the thing,
Oh
though.
well, his Nora. Okay, she's a 5 on 10, but she's a great dancer. What is she? 11.
Define dance. What kind of dance?
Oh, here we
Nora,
go.
think Nora.
Oh yeah, she's an 11.
No, but I'm saying if she was a 5, but she dances like
11.
Nora.
She's
She's
an
an 11. Wholeheartedly agree, by
Yeah.
the way. Being
She's
a good
11.
dancer, male or female, automatically.
I
plus
also
5
feel
points.
like
The way I see it, if you could move your body, you're good in bed. If you could be really funny and use your mouth, you're also good in bed.
I eat ass.
So we're looking for comedians and dancers.
I eat ass. So I do talk about it all the time.
this
I've eaten
podcast
ass.
has got
What?
I've eaten ass.
same.
Who's
Who's
a boy?
Many men. Many men.
A
Did
boy?
they manscape first?
No, I've eaten 2 asses. What?
We're gonna talk about this after.
I used to.
Why?
hook up
We're
with a
on the
guy we can talk
podcast.
about right now. I'm not an ass eater, by the way, by any means.
You
Like
didn't
I don't
wanna
enjoy
do
it.
it.
Well, I
wanna
don't
do
wake
it.
up and say,
I would-
"Man, I want to eat that guy's ass." But
don't.
like, if you ask me to, I will.
If you're my boyfriend,
He's like, "What the fuck?"
I'm happy to do it. If we're a hookup, I used
We
to hook up with
contract
this
relationship.
guy, like give him a blowjob. He would be like pushing my head down and like lifting his body, and I would be like trying to follow, like I'm going
The dick.
here, but he's
Follow
trying to
the
get
dick.
me to go here, and I'm like, wait a second, the lollipop.
Well,
is moving.
Veronica, you
I
always
had
know.
no
You
choice.
always know how they react. Like if their legs
Yeah.
start spreading,
You're like, okay.
you're like, okay,
He never
he's freaking out.
communicated to me that he wanted it, but he
Yeah,
he
but
was
it's
pushing
all
me
in the way they
direction.
move. Like if you're touching their thighs and their legs are opening and widening and widening.
Wait, hold on, do we have ass eater 101 on here? This is
She's a
episode
fucking
101. It's ass eating and how to get
Teach
fired.
a fucking masterclass over here. Jesus Christ.
She's like, if the legs start to open and the anus starts to protrude.
I'm not even joking. You can tell just by when you're giving a blowjob and like if you're like rubbing the inside of their thighs, if they're literally comfortable and their legs are spreading, you know they're ready for it.
100%.
If they're like clenched, it's like you can't go down there.
if you lift the balls and already
If you're already starting with a finger and you're rubbing and they're allowing, trust me, ass eaters.
he's not gonna stop you from going down there. Guys don't want to admit that.
He's literally like, I can't do
Have you ever
this.
had your
man.
ass eaten?
Girl tried. Shout out to Arizona.
You didn't like it?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not. I don't jump to eat asses.
I'm not
think
even-
the first time I did it. I was like, I don't want to be doing
You
this,
did
but
it
I'm
twice.
gonna be.
Twice.
Yeah, but I did it only ever with 2 people, and the first time was very weird.
Both your boyfriends?
Because it wasn't a communication.
But both your boyfriends?
One of them was like a hookup.
It wasn't a
It
communication.
was like a consistent. But he never said I want you to eat my ass. So I was like, what if I stick a finger and he slaps me in the face and he says, "What the fuck are
But
you
you
doing?"
can tell
But
by the
at
vibes.
one point, his leg was wrapped around my head, and I was like, okay, I know where you want me to go. I see the. He had the LED lights pointing me in the direction. I just didn't want to look. I was like, no, we're good with just a blowjob. I
said for
tested
how
it
long?
out.
I mean, it doesn't turn me on, but like whatever serves you. If that's what you like, I'll
I'm
start
a
licking.
pleaser, But like I said, I'm more of an experimenter with a boyfriend. I feel very uncomfortable experimenting with people that I'm just hooking up with. Don't want someone to turn around and go, ass eater, she tried to eat my ass. I'm very like, I don't like to do shit. Like, you like open up to something and you're like, oh yeah, I like this. And then they're like, yeah, I like it too. And then suddenly the talk of the town
I don't go around
getting hit with golf balls.
I don't go around and in my CV it's like Alessia Deandra, ass eater.
ass.
But like,
That's what I'm saying on my
he,
phone. That's what I'm
he
saying
sat
right
in
now.
his seat and he said, I eat ass. So
I do.
it's on his CV, let me tell you.
I do, 100%.
so you like it.
But I think eating a girl's
It's-
ass is nicer.
It's
Yeah.
way different. It's more maintenance.
Eating a male's ass is also the other thing
Oh,
I will
what?
say, guys.
A lot of things.
pause.
Are they using Manscaped?
Fair enough.
So the reason why I knew that it was safe to go in this guy's ass who didn't want to communicate with me, that's what he wanted.
Well,
is 'cause it was
he
shaven.
communicated.
It was shaven, so I was like, okay, all the signs.
He
are here.
shaved his asshole.
He shaved his asshole. The
you
asshole.
you were a cover up. You were a cover up. You were. Hey, mom. I'm not.
How did we get here? How did we get here?
He always brings it
Literally, this
back to ass
podcast is
eating.
going to be Alessia and Veronica eat ass.
That's crazy.
and Akeem gets fired.
And also eats ass.
Everyone eats ass, and Akeem gets punched.
Oh man, no, that's good for you. You guys are liberal.
No, I'm not doing this.
I
Good
mean,
for you,
know
girl.
what?
That is a
You know
liberal.
what?
We were
It's
ugly
the
in high
ass.
That's
school.
bullshit.
True.
That's why we're eating
Not mine.
ass.
Only
Those are my
ex
dick.
uglies.
Only
eat ass.
average eat ass. Those who are fucking hot, starfishes. Sorry.
True.
My G spot's in my dick.
You never let unnamed. Girl,
Also, you can't
Arizona-
say that because you're Arizona down there.
It happened once. She did it, and it's.
But
like,
you know what it is? You need to be comfortable with anything that you do sexually. So, like, if you're not ready to experience it,
Here we go, porn
you're not
editor,
gonna
let's
be
go.
down.
right? The fucking.
No, but do you agree what I mean? Like, I will never enjoy anal because I don't want it. Like, goodbye. I'm never gonna open myself up.
Why
to
did you turn?
experience-
Don't
into
say
the
that.
Stranger
Don't say
Things?
that
I don't
just yet.
want it. Like, what's wrong with
Don't
you?
say
No,
that.
I'm saying I'm not opening myself up or my anus for the pleasure.
That's negativity.
Yeah,
is, but I'm
I'm
saying
being honest.
if
You're
you're
being
not-
be,
No,
no. I'm
I'm
saying
not-
that because you've never done it, so
That's
you
what,
can't
that's
talk.
what I'm trying to
Are
say.
you?
I'm trying
you're-
to say.
You know what you like till you try it.
But that's
really,
what I'm trying to
Alessia?
say.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say to him. I'm saying it's like anal. Like, I don't want to open myself up to the experience, so I don't know if it's
I'm hearing
pleasurable or not.
negative.
That's why you're like, oh, my G-spot is in my dick, but you never know.
I do.
If you open yourself up to the opportunity,
I'm good.
maybe Arizona will come back
I'm
and
good.
let
Maybe
you
little
know.
Rexy
That's
over
his code
there.
for business. Rex is
My ass
Rex
is
has the
close for
G spot, 100%. But you.
I'm not a
like,
huge.
it's
Hold on.
like-
I'm just gonna clarify. I'm not a huge anal girl. I really was actually against it, like
That's why she
you.
was
And then,
Against it.
well,
Hold
against
on.
it, I was just like, I don't understand. Like, I already have a whole. Why do you have to go in another one?
Fair enough.
You know what I
Agree.
mean?
And
Like-
also another one that's like higher risk
Of what?
for the same reward. No,
When you do it with somebody who's just like, whatever happens, happens.
well,
you
that's
feel
why I
more
said
comfortable,
I only experience
and
with a relationship.
Literally, and
person.
also like, fuck off. If you're going in my asshole, like, expect shit if shit comes out. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a surprise. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna be embarrassed. No, I'm not saying I want shit to come out, but I'm just saying, like, you're barking up the wrong tree. Like, I'm sorry, you can't be like, oh my god, right?
100%.
Okay, fair.
You had sushi for lunch.
Never happened to me, thankfully, but I'm just saying, like, I actually once in my life enjoyed it, and it was a day I was like very relaxed and like, okay, let's just do it, and I was like ready for it. But also, I feel like you really need to. It's hard
Train
to
yourself.
How did we
explain,
get
but
here?
you need to like.
Yeah, how do we get here?
I don't know how we got here, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not a anal girl, but I actually experienced it once where I'm like, okay, like, I can see why when everything's lubed up and everything's like good,
Yeah.
it's really not that bad, and it's like a different kind of like G spot, I guess.
Agree. Guy's G-spot is in the ass.
No, but she's talking about for her.
I know.
I'm just saying, like, it's
So you
it's
should try it.
It
different,
can
but
be enjoyable when you're open to it.
yes, fair.
So, Dave, we got
we can
this.
move on from anal.
Wait, he's a 10 out of 10, but he wants to get pegged. Is when you put on a strap on and you fuck him in the ass.
I want to be open minded.
He's a 10 out of 10, but he wants to get pegged.
I'm gonna be open minded, but like, I literally want to be fucked. I'm sorry.
You
I would
won't?
fuck a guy.
You won't? Have you?
Wait, you're like, what?
Have you?
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like my masculine energy or like my like dominance. Like, just what I feel like it would. Be
I could
fun.
see that.
I feel like it would be fun. Like, put on a strap on.
I just feel like my.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
I just feel like I don't
I think it
I
would
don't
be rare
feel
to
like
find-
I'm a woman anymore if I do that.
With the titties?
I just feel
the
like
titties?
if I'm
He's like,
fucking
you with the titties?
if I'm fucking my boyfriend, then I'm paying the full rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can shop. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
And I also feel like if you want to be pegged, then you have to at least be bisexual or gay.
Disagree.
No, that's not true.
Disagree.
I don't know. That's how I feel.
Disagree.
That's not
I
true.
think you could want to get fucked in the ass and still it's just a pleasure
It's
thing.
by a woman.
Sex, I'm gonna say one thing, guys. Pleasure has no sexual preference, and by that
Here
I mean, no,
we
I'm
go.
serious. People want to do weird shit because it gets
The
them.
porn director advocate over here.
People want to do.
Veronica, if your
things.
boyfriend is asking you to get pegged all the time,
Shout
you're
out
not
to
going to
Dave.
think, like, be realistic. You're not going to think, maybe he'll take a dick up his ass. Be real.
But it's my dick.
Veronica,
She
but
has the
be
receipt.
real. No, but I'm going to
The
be a
boyfriend's
realistic because it's all fun to say, like, the shit everyone wants to hear. But, like, your man always wants to get pegged. You're not, like, there's a little bit of concern there.
I don't
Realistically.
I don't think anyone wants to do something out of the box all the time. I think if every time we have to have sex, the only time he can get hard is by getting fucked in the ass, then I would be like, let's unpack this a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem with people having like sexual
Right.
desires. I think that doesn't have to do with sexual preference. Like, unless you're like,
Fair.
I'm into men, it's like eating ass. Like,
Yeah.
gay guys eat each other's asses.
Fair.
Just because I eat your ass doesn't make you gay. You know what I mean?
I guess, and I am if somebody wants to try something, like, I'll always say, like, I'll do it once.
Yeah.
I'll try it out. So, like, I'd probably do it. But, like, in the back of my head, though, I'm like, why do you want this, though? And that's just, like, my mind going spiral.
But I think if you just say, at the end of the, I mean, it's just about how open you are with your partner.
I guess.
Babe, do you want to fuck a guy? If you want to fuck a guy, it's fine, but I'll go.
This episode has been brought to you by Manscaped.
They're like, we don't want to be affiliated with this conversation.
That's wild. You guys are.
Do you agree? Okay, we just spoke about this on our last episode.
Well, Akeem hasn't
but
spoken for 20 minutes, so let
I
him
love
speak.
it.
Let me
I
ask
love
you a
it.
question. Getting older, do you care about how many people you have sex with, who you're having sex with?
We asked this,
sex
sir.
in general. No, I'm saying we spoke about this last episode. Is sex less taboo, less like important to you now? Are you less like, ooh, like I slept?
Like, if a girl fucks you on the first date, are you, like, thinking, is this girl around town?
I never thought that when I was younger. I don't care. Like, just we'll say honestly, I encourage it.
You know what I think it is? If you find
Wait,
yourself
why do you
somebody
encourage
who's
to fuck on the
insecure,
first date?
who's secure, they won't care.
Yeah.
It's only insecure guys who will feel like if you fuck them on the first date. I think that's my, like, closing
Well,
statement.
that's just I think it's
An
stupid.
insecure guy will care.
I just want to show you guys all this I got yesterday.
You're showing dick pics.
Is he black?
No, I don't think so. Looks like a white dick. Y'all
he's
can
black.
get these
He's mixed.
inches, it says.
He's
Oh,
mixed.
he's mixed.
Tell us what he
How
is.
do you know? You're just
Trini.
seeing the dick.
He's Trinity Italian.
How the fuck do you know that?
Because the flags.
Oh,
No.
I didn't even see that. I didn't look that far into
You
it.
think I
but
looked
clearly-
at the dick? That dick
Akeem, if
looks
you're
Puerto
interested-
Rican.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, if
Hold
you look,
on, yo, we got a pegger on that one.
if you look at relationships like a pie chart, right? And you look at all the things that make up a dichotomy of relationship.
You have a dick chart?
No, not at all. Compatibility, likes and dislikes, hobbies, morals, this and the third. Most of the stuff equals as like 10%, 5%, this and the third. If you look at sexual compatibility, it's probably like a big chunk of one piece. So why wouldn't you want to figure that out like right away?
Yes, but
As
can I
soon as
say
soon as possible.
something?
Of course.
I
It's your
think
podcast.
sexual compatibility is one of the only things that can actually be worked on. Whereas like personality compatibility and other things like sexual attraction or like physical attraction, other sort of compatibility categories need to
Morals.
be they just have to be there. Like you can't work on like what somebody's values are. Whereas like sexual compatibility can be worked on. Like you can learn
Which is
what
even-
somebody likes and how to
Which is
pleasure
even
them.
more important to do it as early as possible. Because think about it. If
Yes.
you wait 6 months to start working on something when you could have done it from the beginning, like, why?
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. Get it out the way early. If somebody fucks me on the first date, it's stupid that some people are like, oh, she fucked me on the first date, so she's not the one. Bro,
But
you
I also-
fucked her too.
Yeah,
That's what I
thank
said.
you.
Like,
You had to fuck
Yeah.
her.
if I'm a hoe, you're a hoe too, baby. We hoes.
So
But
she's-
I also feel like I think about it and I'm like, the reason sometimes I don't fuck people on the first date or whatever, it's because I don't want to.
yeah, fair.
That's fair. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to, or I don't know if I like you. Like I don't know if I want to go there with you.
That's
Well,
fair.
But
I
I be pegging.
She'd be outside pegging you. Peggy Bundy over
I'm
here.
totally. Akeem,
Final
any
statements.
final words?
I eat ass. I don't like my ass eaten. Don't try to peg me. I'll fight.
Punch your bosses and you'll be with you on that one.
Or eat my ass. I'm good. No, I'm happy to be here. You guys are fucking amazing. I'm proud of you guys for what you guys have done. You guys are killing the game in such a short period of time.
Hold on.
Short period of time. I don't know. It's seeming like it's.
You
it's
think
fun.
2 years is a long time, but it's in the grand scheme of things, it's not. Like it's really like. You
But
guys,
then it's like define success. Like where are we in 2 years?
This is
Define
success.
pegging.
You guys have a
Define ass eating. Here we go.
tongue and butt rotated clockwise.
What about
100%.
counter? What's that?
Nah, that's
Doesn't
just
count.
gross. That's just gross. No, but I know I
That's
really am
just-
proud of you guys. But
No.
That's counterclockwise.
I'm coming
That's
back.
fucking weird.
I'm coming back.
Part 2.
Whatever. I'll fly back.
Well,
I
it
just
took
want my
100
friend-
and
Proud
one-
of you, by the way. I'm so
what?
proud of you.
Guys, don't expect an episode from Akeem in December because he is off the clock.
I got my flight benefits back, so we here. We outside. I'm all over the place. I'm paying for it. Like,
We're
not like
flight
her,
benefit
but, yeah.
babies here.
I'm paying for it, not like her.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm just saying I don't catch
Throwing
flights.
shade.
But I
Get
catch
hit one
feelings,
more.
and that's the same shit.
Well, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Oh,
I know that
you're
Alessia
doing
doesn't know
this?
you. I have to do it because he's the number one supporter, and you're one of the reasons that I'm sitting here right now. And I'm so proud of
hold
you.
on
And you're on
there.
Netflix before me, which is allowed because you had the agent before me.
Fair
So,
enough. Fair
seniority vibes. Soon I'll be on Netflix.
100%.
Veronica has been talking about you for years, so it's nice to finally
Platonically,
meet
I
you
swear,
and to know
honestly.
what your sexual preference is.
Why? You plan on putting them in action or what?
She's a 10 out of 10, but she wants to peg you.
-4. Team.
Why -4?
-14.
Veronica's insulted because
Negative
that's the one masculine thing she wants to do.
We didn't get to talk about the porn, so next time we're talking about the fucking porn.
I have an episode on it.
I will get an episode. I will start a podcast, one episode, just to talk about it, and then never do another episode again. That's
Well,
it.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so much
on.
for
Thank you,
coming
that's
on.
right.
Anything you want to say to the listeners?
Bet on yourself. Always bet on yourself.
Wow.
Deep.
I don't even think we should say bye after this.
Yeah. Not as deep as I'm going to peg.
Way to fuck up my good quote.
You have 3 comedians here. Be
It's
careful.
deep- it's
3.
deep, not like pegging, but it's still
3.
deep.
Well, Rex.
Rex is outside. If anybody wants to find out, let me know.
Meet me
Go to a show.
outside. Guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 101. I'm Alessia, your favorite girl.
I'm Veronica also, I guess your favorite girl.
Your favorite-
with a
your-
strap on. Your favorite girl with a strap on.